Hey everyone, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss a recent interview with Tyler from Radio Silence, where he has made a pretty bold statement regarding Neve Campbell and the potential for her return in Scream 6. And what he said may just surprise you. Let's go! So Radio Times just published an article featuring Tyler from Radio Silence, where he was asked about what we may see in Scream 6 in relation to Gail and Sydney. Now here's what he said. "We can't tell you about Scream 6. Come on," he began. "Here's what I can say. One of the things that Guy Busick and Jamie Vanderbilt, the screenwriters, did so well in the script for Scream 5, and I think it's something that we hope to just carry on regardless of where the franchise goes, is those characters are such an integral part of the world of Scream." Gillett continued, "So whether they are there or not, they're there, right? You can't have a Scream movie without their influence, without this sense of what legacy is. I will stop there before it gets too dangerous." So the first thing I want to mention is that we do know that Courtney Cox has signed on for the film. Now we don't know to what degree she'll be featured. Will it be a smaller, kind of cameo-like performance we got from her in 5? Which that's more than a cameo, but you know what I mean. It's kind of a smaller performance than we're used to seeing. Or will we see, as the rumors have been spreading around, a much larger role for Gale Weathers? That Gale Weathers could actually be almost kind of the co-focus of the movie along with Sam and Tara. Like maybe we have two different storylines going, where we've got Tara and Chad and Mindy at college, and Sam's living in the area in New York. They're up there in New York at college. We've got killings happening, Ghostface going there at college, and then we've got Ghostface attacking Gale Weathers downtown. Not far from the college, she's getting attacked. So we've got these dual storylines running concurrently at the same time. And the big mystery is, how are they connected? How do these things come together with who these killers are and the motives and all those things? That's very, very a real possibility. But we know at the very least, we know Gale Weathers will be in the movie. Courtney Cox is there, so the character Gale Weathers will be in the film. Now, the real question is this. Is Neve Campbell coming back? She's not yet signed on. So as of right now, on April the 14th, 2022, we do not know still if Neve will be returning to reprise her role, of course, as the iconic Sidney Prescott. We just don't know. And there's a couple of things here that Tyler mentions that has me wondering. It has me a little bit nervous that she may not come back. Now, the comments he made, I'll say this up front. His comments here do not verify or confirm that she's not coming back, nor do they confirm that she is coming back. They are literally in the middle. They're right in the middle. So it could go either way. But having said that, I do think it's important to notice word choices. I'm all about word choices. When people use particular words in sentences, especially people who are trying to be concealing things, who are trying to conceal information, not give things away, they're very on guard as they're talking. And you can start to glean sometimes little information here and there from the word choices that are made. And so let's look at this again. Let's go a little slower with this. So in the first paragraph, I'll pull it back up here. The first paragraph, we see him talking about how, I'll just start with the second sentence, basically saying that Guy and Jamie did so well in the first script for Scream 5. And here's where I want to focus on. And I think it's something that we hope to just carry on regardless of where this franchise goes. is those characters are such an integral part of the world of Scream. So that's not too bad. That's basically saying, hey, look, no matter what happens in the future, no matter what characters are introduced, wherever we take this franchise, we want to always maintain that these characters, Gail and Sidney, and of course Dewey's gone now, but these characters are an integral part of the world of Scream. So that's cool. All right, now here's the part where I think we got to really, really focus on, really pay attention to. So Gillett says, so Tyler says, so whether they are there or not, they're there, right? You can't have a Scream movie without their influence, without this sense of what legacy is. I'll stop there before it gets too dangerous. So the two things that jumped out to me immediately when I first read it, very first time I saw this interview, was the statement, whether they're there or not, they're there. So, and again, you got to remember, he's being interviewed about Scream 6. So this could easily imply, and it kind of makes me tend to wonder if he's setting us up. If kind of like we saw with Dewey, if Tyler's preparing us right here, saying, hey, look, whether Sidney's there or not, she's still there. She's still with us, even if she's not there. And you can't have a Scream movie without, because they're saying their influence, but we know Gail's going to be there. So I'm going to make this, about Sidney right now. That's the whole point. So you can't have a Scream movie without their influence, Sidney's influence, without the sense of what legacy is. But guys, listen, and he said, I'll stop before it gets dangerous. This to me is almost a warning. Again, it's not confirmation. It's not him saying we're going to miss Neve or, we're going to miss having Sidney Prescott in a Scream movie. It's not that. But he is saying for the first time that I can recall something that can almost be a warning. It can almost be laying down a foundation to let us know, hey, listen, our script is good. Guy and Jamie have wrote a great script, and we're gonna carry on regardless of what happens. We're gonna carry on the idea of Sidney, the legacy of Sidney in this movie and in this franchise. And whether she's there or not, don't worry, she's still there. You don't have a Scream movie without her influence. So I absolutely 100% believe that this could be telling us, get ready, Sidney's not coming back. Maybe she turned the offer down. Maybe she read the script and just didn't like it. Said, no, I'm not down for that. Or maybe they were, trying to get her to possibly be killed. And she said, no, I'm not coming back. So this is interesting to me. The word choice is interesting of basically prepping us, saying, hey, don't worry, we're gonna keep the legacy alive. So we don't need her here though for that. It's all right. Even if she's not here, don't worry. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep the legacy alive. So that is my concern. That's my thought on that. I think this could very much be a clue that Neve Campbell will not be in Scream 6. This could be Gail returning as the only OG and maybe a few characters from the past movies. But as far as significant OG character, it might be Gail, and that's all we get. So start preparing yourself, guys. I think it's a possibility, and we're going to find out real soon because filming starts on June the 4th, or 6th, June the 6th. So we're literally coming up on 6-7 weeks, and this thing's going to start filming. So stay tuned on that. And maybe look, my hope is Neve will come out and say, I'm in, and we get the announcement, and whew, it's all put to bed. But until that day comes, and with this interview, it just is, to me, adds a little more fuel to the fire that Sidney might be on the sideline, and maybe she'll come back in 7, but it looks like she may not come back in 6. All right, everyone, I want to know what you think about Tyler's comments and what you believe about them, whether regarding Neve Campbell returning or not. Do you think she will or will not? I want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, your theories and ideas. So start leaving your comments below right now so we can discuss it together. Well, that's going to be it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.